Welcome back. Today is day 35 of learning how to draw, and I'm kind of excited. Sorry I didn't get to be here yesterday. Um, Bed was calling, and I thought I would be able to take a quick nap and just wake up, and then I wouldn't be yawning throughout the entire thing like I had been the past couple of days, but then I just never woke up, and when I did wake up, I just rolled over and fell back to sleep, essentially. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday. But I'm here today and I'm here earlier because things just happened out that way. So that's awesome. And I've been having a lot of fun doing this sketchbook. I've been doing this. There was a 7-day challenge with that sketchbook school had a video on. So I've been following that. Today was day 2 and it ended it came out horribly, but it is fun, and it allows me to I can carry this around and just work on it whenever, really, which is kind of cool. And I can do it multiple times to see. This was yesterday, and then we had these ended up being scary, but then I was able to do a couple more things, and then there was breakfast that I did. That's day 1, and then today was clothes, as you can see here, but they're absolutely terrible. So we, but yeah, the clothes and stuff were today. And sorry, I kind of did that pretty quickly, but yeah, that was today. And then down at the bottom is like a little kitty, so that's kind of cool. And it's actually turning into kind of a journal, so I don't think I'm gonna like end up putting every single page online or write in it while we're on stream, because it's kind of cool how you can make it into a journal, and I've been enjoying that. And I love doing journals. I just always end up having way more to say than my hand can write, but with this I can draw out what I want to say, so that's kind of neat. Then so this has been pretty cool. I've been enjoying this, and I'll probably like do some I'll have some pages where I'm doing ideas and stuff, and those are the ones that I'll show you. Because I was gonna do that today, and I'll probably do it after stream, or maybe if we have time, I'll kind of write a little bit on during stream, which would be kind of cool. I think, because then I know I'll do it. Whereas if I wait until after stream, I might just end up going to bed because I'm tired. What's next? Okay, so we are continuing the. Hold on. Yeah, this is like an actually really messy office. So I'm sorry for all the making noises and stuff. I'm trying to figure out where to put this because I literally have no more room. I really need to organize in here. So we're gonna continue doing the. Oh, I was supposed to look that up. I've been rewatching his videos, but I've been rewatching the videos on what drawing is and kind of what brain works with what, because I kept forgetting what those were, and I wanted to write them down as notes in the sketchbook. So I've been reading those, and I completely forgot that I needed to figure out what I'm supposed to do when I'm blindly drawing. And today is another chew toy from my dogs, but it is a dolphin, so maybe it'll look a little less frightening, hopefully. I will be right back. Give me just 1 second, because I do want to. What did I want to grab? There was something I needed to grab. Hold on. weird. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute the desktop audio, or actually I'm gonna mute the video and put on the captions so I can figure out if um what I need to do in order to draw the blindly drawing, like if I'm supposed to only be looking at the object or if you're supposed to make sure you're looking at the object more than you're looking at the paper. All right, so let's go to YouTube. I'm gonna just mute audio, desktop audio, and I'm not gonna put the video on the screen just because I don't want to deal with copyright or anything like that. Okay, so here we are. I want to get down here, go all the way to this playlist. I wanted, okay, hold on. This is one we want. That was weird. It went right into the playlist. It didn't let me see the playlist first. Okay, here we go. For some reason there's an ad. Give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Welcome. Okay, so let's see. The series I made of tutorials. Okay. To flip it. So you want to spend 80% of time looking at the subject and 20% of the time looking at your drawing. So for this exercise, we are going to he's going into the information. Basically, you want your brain to trust your hand to trust your brain and your hand to listen to your brain. So to do that, his advice in this activity is, we're getting there. Hold on. He's explaining why we should be doing the exercise first. And just so for anyone who's new, the how to draw series that I'm working on in the YouTube playlist, which has kind of been the assignments that I've been working on, is from Sketchbook School by his name is Danny. I forget his last name. See, I had his last name for the longest time. I couldn't remember his first name. Now I can remember his first name, but I can't remember his last name. Okay, I've got to pay attention to the thing that's new and different, which is my hand moving. Let's get to work. So here's the thing. Here's what we're gonna do. To make sure we have a pen that has ink in it. That's good. Alright, we picked out our subject, which is this chew toy. Yeah, you guys can see it, okay. Uh-oh. My computer decided it was going to try to split screen. We're not trying to make art, we're doing an exercise. Do this blind. A contour of a plant. That's what he's doing. Cool. It's a rubber plant. Alright, that's neat. Okay. think of the contours like a map. That's cool. I would think more of like, oh gosh, Harold and the Purple Crayon, where he makes like what are it's a little children's book. Okay, so you let your eyes trace along the edges, and I'll try to explain. So watch and explain what he's doing as he's gonna explain it soon, hopefully. Okay, so you want to make sure you test your pen and make sure the ink is doing what it wants to do, or yeah, that there's actually ink there and you can draw. Okay, I'm gonna be looking at the plant. Okay. Okay, so he's looking at the plant, and okay, so he does look down. Okay, so the point is to not look down. Right, so you do not want to look down while we're drawing. Yeah, okay. So we're not supposed to look down at the drawing, and I'm supposed to be following the line of the dolphin with my eyes, making my hand follow the line that I'm watching. Now I want to get like here. I think, okay. So I want to get it to where I can see it. So I'm going to kind of show you how it looks a little bit. So it's kind of on a so it's up at an angle, and that's so I can kind of get like see the full body, so that way I'm able to trace the full body of the dolphin. And this looks like it's in great condition. That's because for some reason my dogs don't like it. Don't know why they don't like it, but they don't. They're weird. They like sticks. Well, one of them likes sticks. The other one likes really, really stuffed animals, but the one who likes sticks likes to eat the stuffed animals. I have no idea why. Okay, I think this is the pen I've been working with the past couple of days. Alright, now that let's get started on our normal warm-ups. So as I was saying, I was re-watching the videos to try and get the information because I did want to like start sketching out notes in the sketchbook, as well as I would be able to stop watching the videos, and it would also give my hand something to do while I'm watching the videos, so I pay attention more closely. So instead, what I was doing was listening to the videos while I was watching dishes, and I've also been listening to them while I'm walking my dogs. So I have not yet watched it while I've been sitting down. So I still don't have the notes, and I'm still not paying attention 100%, which is a bad thing for me because I really want to learn this information. Um, but the left brain's the analytical. It is the one that says, "Oh look, that's a mouse. Let's carry on." Mouse. Or that's a dolphin. Okay, carry on. It's also the one that uses words and likes words, and also likes to I guess is like the data. It's kind of like the short overall data stuff, schedule, and then like step by step stuff. The right brain does the detail, looks at like edges, like the edges of an object, or the relationships of the object. So in relationship to how far away is the object? Is it up, down? Like where's the lighting coming from? negative space, what's the space around the object that's not there, which is in assignment later on. There's 12 videos and we are on video 5, so within the next 7 videos we will be doing the negative space and the shading and stuff like that and getting into details. But for now it's the foundational stuff, which is what I needed to learn, and that's why I've been rewatching the videos and getting the information. That being said, okay, so it was the negative space, the relationships, the contour or edges of an object. What's the last one? And there's one that I mentioned in an earlier stream that I can't remember because I couldn't remember the relationship. No. I did remember that. So this is the one that I've forgotten for the second time in a row. It's fine. What else? And what else was he talking about? And so, so the way you trick the left brain is by boring it, essentially. So, one of the ways you bore your left brain, and this is going to be so hard for me because I am easily distracted. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I've literally watched the video, I think I've watched it 4 times now, and I still can't, and I still haven't paid attention enough to know the 4 things that the right brain does, right side of the brain does, that unless you use constantly, just like shuts off and goes to sleep most of the time. I don't mean constantly, but unless you look at the world in a more detailed way than I definitely do, because I do not sit and focus on anything for any length of time, then your right brain probably works a lot better than mine. Mine has probably been asleep for the majority of my life because I cannot focus on stuff like that. So I have to bore my left brain to get my right brain to work. Now, I need to start doing angles too. So I need to. So what you do is you just tell. So the left brain, right? Just like, oh, okay, I know what this is. I'm not looking at it anymore. But what you need to do is you need to force yourself to look at the object. So for the mouse, right? It's like, okay, this is a computer mouse. There's purple, there's blue. It's like multicolored. It's the cool colors of the color spectrum. I forget what it's called. Like, you know, the Venn diagrams that have all the colors, and then you've got like your cool colors, and then you've got your bright colors, and these are all cool colors. So other than that, it's like, okay, cool, it's a computer mouse, great, done. Instead, you got to focus on it and be like, oh, look, there's like little lines, there's some ridges over here, there's the colors are blending into one another. They're like little bubbles, but they're also creating different colors, and they're kind of it's really shiny. You say, okay, what direction is the light hitting it, and what kind of shadows does that cast? Where is it darker? Where is it lighter? And so you like force yourself to focus on that stuff, and then that shuts off. Eventually, will shut off the left brain, and the right brain will start taking over, and you'll be able to see more details of that object, and that So that's like visually, right, gonna help you with drawing. And then the second part is getting your hand to do what your brain is asking it to do. Which, so people who like are really, really good with baseball. What other sport has hand-eye coordination? Tennis. Um, they might have a better time of getting their hand to do what their brain is asking them to do. And my hand's not like it looks like my hand's like really unsteady, but I don't think in real life, like if I wasn't focused on it being straight, I feel like it would be more straight. And it's because I'm focusing on it so much that it's not. Or it could just be asking it to go in the direction that's the most complicated for it. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Okay, let's get into the circles because now I'm just making weird patterns. So I'm not drawing in a book because these exercises aren't designed for like actual art. These exercises are designed basically to help the hand-eye coordination. And the suggestion by Danny was to just get paper that you don't want to keep, that's cheap, and work on this because it's not, we're not getting into like actual art, we're getting into the foundation and exercises. So how my drawing looks doesn't matter as of yet. And then, and yeah, it's supposedly 12 videos. So hopefully by the 12th video, we're going to be doing assignments where we're drawing and stuff where we want to be detailed. So far, it's literally just been a whole bunch of outlines and everything, which is nice, but I kind of want to be able to do more details and stuff. Like, as you can see in the sketchbook, when I try to draw, it comes out terrifying. It scares me, so I don't know. I showed my husband, and he was just like, "What am I looking at?" And I was like, "Okay, cool. You can't tell, so it's not terrifying to you, but I'm looking at this and I know what I'm drawing, and it's like the most terrifying way you can draw this object." So, okay, it looks like I'm getting a lot better at connecting the two lines, which I'm very happy about because that is the main thing I was focusing on. Like, I don't even care if it looks like a circle as long as the lines connect and I don't have the weird curly cues anymore. So that is definitely an improvement. I would say that is the only improvement I have honestly made in the first 35 days of drawing. But it's okay. It's not a rush. It's just getting as much knowledge and practice as I can right now. All right. I think we've done enough circles. Let's go on to squares. And for some reason, my squares have decided to have rounded corners instead of the sharp corners that you normally see in a square. Oh, so I have been getting more engagement on YouTube than on Twitch. So what I'm thinking is if I don't get any engagement by day 60 on Twitch, I'm just going to start streaming on YouTube because I don't really want to waste my time uploading and stuff and then be like, okay, I really need to like add all these things in order to have these video archived on YouTube, especially since they don't archive on Twitch. It was just Twitch is considered the streaming platform, and I was like, well, I want the streams. I don't really want the archival videos. But now it's turning into, oh, the archival videos are actually a little bit more important because I can see my progress. I can see how I've done, and then it also helps as a basis for me to figure out, okay, where should I go next? What have I done, and where should I be going? So it kind of helps create a path somehow. You wouldn't think that's a thing, but apparently it is. So at least for me. So if there is no engagement on Twitch, it seems like YouTube would just be the better one to go to. And then I can have the streams on the streams and then actually make the videos that I wanted to make for the channel when I have the ability and time to do it. Because currently I'm really focusing most of my spare time on getting the foundations of drawing. And also getting things in order because somehow when you move, things just take a really long time to settle. A really long time. So, but that's fine. Huh. I'm making really, like, I'm just making a line here, which is pretty cool. It's like 3 lines. I'm not, and they're all squares. I haven't gone into the rectangles yet. So, I think that's actually been pretty cool is I've been able to get my lines to match up a lot today. So that's cool. I'm enjoying that. And yes, I did drink coffee today, so I might be a little more high strung than normal. I'm sorry about that, but I really needed the coffee. And somehow I still haven't recovered from last week. Which doesn't make much sense because this week wasn't really that exciting. We didn't have a whole lot going on over here. But that's okay. I shall be right back. There is one thing I wanted to do. That I forgot about, but I'll wait until I finish the square line because I'm going to go into rectangles next since these all stayed as squares, but I did need to check up on something. I will be right back. I am sorry for this. I wasn't expecting this to happen, but that's what happens when you do things earlier than normal. Sorry about that. Like I said, I just needed to check on something before I started getting into the drawing part of today. I'm probably gonna have to step away one more time before I finish this stream if I want to do the idea page, because that's something we can do on stream, and that's something I can show on stream. So if I can do it, I would like to do it, because then I know I will do it, because these streams really are kind of a more accountability thing, and it makes sure I come. And even then, I end up taking breaks, but that's okay. So this one's a little bit trickier to getting the lines matching up. There we go. Oh, I did it again. Just need to focus on those lines. Yeah, I did it again. Let's see. There we go. Much better. Okay, let's go to triangles, and then we can go into drawing the dolphin, which is the fun and exciting part. The warm-ups are great though, especially since I need to get, what's it called? I need to have practice with the shapes anyways, since I haven't had any, I've never really drawn, so getting the shapes, it's not something I've actually done outside of school. When we would do shapes, what was that, elementary school, where we just like draw shapes and stuff? I don't remember. Geometry. No, trigonometry, right? No, geometry. Geometry shapes. Yeah, geometry shapes. So I think that was really the last time I did shapes. Well, trigonometry, is trigonometry the where you do the right, it's the right triangles and stuff like that? Is that, or is that still geometry? Oh no, I've forgotten. No, trigonometry is like sine, cosine. It's where you're doing like the waves, right? Or is that calculus? Oh my gosh, I'm getting my maths confused. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, I'll let you know. I don't really want to think about the fact that I've lost all of that knowledge. I used to know it, and I used to laugh at people who didn't know it, because like, it's so easy. Obviously, it's this. It's like, yeah, that's because you're studying it at the time, and it hasn't been that long, and it's constantly in your head because you're in school, and that's like all school really is. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm yelling at my past self, so that doesn't help anything. I'm not panicking. It just scared me a bit that I had forgotten. That I, like, and it's not something that I would have thought that I would have forgotten. Like, of course it's going to be there when I need it, even though I haven't used it in years. It's in my brain. Oh, so the show Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Like, really shouldn't be laughing at the contestants, because it's apparently not their fault when you don't deal with it. It has nothing to do with you're smarter, and it has everything to do with is this information that we use on a day-to-day basis. Though the parts of a speech, I mean, and grammar and stuff like that aren't like the actual terminology and stuff like that isn't used on a day-to-day basis, but I'm thinking it probably should, and that's why I wanted to get back into writing and everything, because it seems like those are the important things, knowing whether or not trigonometry is about the waves or the triangles, as long as you remember that, like what they are, like what cosine, sine. The other one. Oh my gosh. Okay. See, that's the stuff that's bad at forgetting. And it's not bad, just means probably to focus on that stuff more. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just like there's some things like that should probably be remembered. Though I guess if it's not something you use because there's other stuff that you need to focus on. So yeah, I guess my first point makes the most sense, and that is it's just not being used. And there's lots of reasons for why it's not being used, and that's why you don't remember it when you're an adult. And it has nothing to do with if you're smarter than fifth grade or not, and everything to do with I haven't used this since fifth grade. Okay. So I am not to look down at the piece of paper. I'm going to start at the lowest point of the fin and go from there. Mm. uh, I was doing so good. I don't know what happened. I think this shows you exactly how my brain works. I lose focus halfway through the drawing. Because this right here, right, it's got like the, because then here's the eyes right here. And it's got little eyebrows for some reason. And then the fin would be right here. Little dorsal fin. Yeah. So this is supposed to be, because it's supposed to go up like this, around like this, up. So yeah. This shows you where I lose focus. Alright. It's okay. We can focus. I can focus for longer. That's all I gotta do is just focus for longer. Okay. Oh, that's a lot better. I just needed to end it sooner. And I mean, this is a little more skinnier than it should be, but it's that I mean, I got that pretty much even. That's pretty cool, actually. That's not bad. I mean, it's It is terrible, but it shows you that I can get things at least even when I focus. And that's the first step. Alright, I kind of want to do that again. Do I have enough? Yeah, I have got enough. Okay. Alright, let's do this again. Alright, so we'll start here. And then I'm going to go up. Oh, yeah. There you go. Look at that. This is a deceptively easy thing to draw, like to follow the contour of, though. I do just want to add. I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to add the dorsal fin. Maybe add the eyes. Yeah. I think this looks more like that though. Yeah, that's more of what it looks like. It's got a little flap, but that's because there's where they stuffed it, the stuffing line. And there's one on the other side too. Yeah, that, see, this is the fun stuff. Okay. It was like, hey, why don't I just use some of the black sheets? Because I would never see what I draw. I want to do this again, and then I'm gonna have to leave for a minute, but then I'll be back and we can do the idea page, I think, in the sketchbook, because I really wanted to just write that, and it's basically what I'm doing. It's the 7-day challenge, 365 days, teaching yourself how to draw, apparently, as opposed to learning how to sculpt, which is fine. It's fine. We're gonna get to the sculpting eventually. Okay. Alright, let's do this now. Okay. I'm going to start on the same side again. That's fine. Not too bad. Starts here, goes all the way to there, and then there, 2, 5. The chew toy. And it's kind of when you like by this point, right? Like I've kind of got the outline down. Like it's a familiar outline, so it's I think also a little bit easier because I can focus on the outline and my hands kind of just like, oh yeah, we've done this before. I know what I'm doing. I think I'm actually gonna watch this video to see because I'm not looking at my hand at all, so I have absolutely no idea how this looks with me. I don't know how that happened again, but that's fine. But I would like to see, and this would kind of be where you could see the like edges and where it's because there's a lot of like dents and everything. Because even though it's in good shape, my dogs have been playing with it. So I think that would be where you would start getting the dents, and that's kind of where you would look at just to give a little more dimension to it, I guess. Oh, dimension! That's the fourth one. Nope, the fourth one's not dimension. I have no idea. I can't remember. But as I was saying before, I interrupted myself and got focused on something. It'd be kind of cool to see what my hand's doing as I'm doing this because the only thing I'm seeing is the outline of the dolphin. I'm not seeing what how my hand's drawing. So that'll be kind of cool to go back and see that. All right. I think like I said, I do want to do that page with you guys on stream, so that way I know that I'm actually gonna do it instead of just saying, oh, "Yep, I'll probably do this when I end the stream," and then go run off and do something else like laundry and folding laundry. So, I will be right back just to make sure everything's still good and I can do that, and then that's how we'll finish this stream up. And I just wanted to do something on this part of the paper since it was empty. All right, give me just a minute. I should be back in a minute. Alright, so I do have a little bit more time before I need to leave. So we're going to say bye-bye to the dolphin. Well, actually, I'll keep that for a second because I'm going to put it in this sketchbook, which I put somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Okay. So we'll make this the idea page. Forgive me for my lettering that I'm about to, but I haven't really practiced it much, so it's gonna look bad. So there's, I guess you could call it like the brand. I guess that's what it would be, right? Probably old school bubble letters is all I'm gonna be able to do right now. Yep, that's fine. We'll do old school bubble letters. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's so bad. Okay, so because what I want to do is this lettering, but I don't. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that type of lettering. I might have that might be a whole different thing. All right, I'm gonna stop with this. It's really bad. Okay. Let's just make that its own little thing. Yeah. And we're just gonna say fail. Okay. So brand rate. So that's gonna be and please don't get too hung up on what this looks like. It's not supposed to be very detailed, so I'm just gonna do. This isn't me attempting to redraw the logo, it's just for purposes of this page, and it's not supposed to be very detailed. So I'm just doing that. The rocks are gonna start getting a lot bigger, right? I should probably make this like a couple of different rocks. Okay. And then this is kind of just gonna be like, and then it's supposed to go on whatever, right? Like there. This is the part that matters. Okay. And then like this huge, it's supposed to be like a really big tree. That's just a branch that comes off and then it goes up more. It actually comes off the edge eventually, right? Because that's really like, I don't know if you've ever been to like the redwood forest or anything like that, but these huge trees, And that's kind of what this is supposed to be. It's just like a really big tree, and it's hanging onto the cliff. And if, right, like, so it's like the cliff is keeping it up, but it's also keeping the cliff from being eroded. That's kind of like the logo I'm going for. Like, I don't know what's going on. That, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I don't know why this is happening. Because I don't have a whole lot of room, and I don't know where this is going. So I should probably just leave it like that. Okay, I'm gonna do huge redwood style tree. And this, great, is supposed to be a rocky cliffside. And that's kind of like what the logo is, right? And these are supposed to be really big roots. And then, yeah, so that's that part. Now, the idea is self-teach. Sculpture. In 365 days, which is turned into self-teach drawing. Days. Drawing is the foundation of sculpture. And this is where we can like draw some fun stuff, right? So, got your book. I was drawing pretty well with the rectangles earlier. Weird. And then I want a little gap. And then the spiral, right? Yeah, that's a little bit better. There we go. And then a pen. Let's draw this pen. Okay. There's the pen. So that is, and then we could do that's supposed to be a cornerstone. It's fine. If I could spell stone right, that would be good. And then currently we're doing a 7-day. Muffins are still pretty popular, right? That's a muffin. There we go. Short and need to figure out what day 3 is though, so let's get to that part. Let me get to it. Okay. I should have taken a screenshot of it. I knew I should have, and then it's just like, nope. Okay, hold on. Okay, there. Alright, so it's breakfast outfit, book music. Oh, let's see if I remember how to. Oh, this is the one that's coming to my head right now, so we'll just do that. Music or a book. I'm trying to keep my hand from getting ink on it. Alright. Because this is starting to, I don't know why, but it's starting to do the blotching. Okay, 4 is to draw your pet. I'm gonna do a little cartoonish puppy face. See, it goes terrifying. Why? Alright, 5 is a place, I guess. Oops. Place. I guess that could be like, I don't know, a store. Do I know a store brand offhand that I could just draw with? Oh, Target. There we go. There. It's a box. They didn't have those big balls out front. And they like kind of have. And then they've got the Target on them. That's not the accurate brand logo, but whatever. And then Quiet Moment is 6. And 7 is bedtime. Or did he just, yep, bedtime. Okay. Bed. I'm just gonna do a side view of a bed. Tend to have a pillow right here. You've got your sheets. There you I don't know how to draw a quiet moment, so I'm gonna leave that. So those are that's the 7-day challenge. And then so within the self-teach, but yeah, that's basically a link a page what you would do. I want to add a couple of things over here though. Self-teach drawing, foundation of sculpture, cornerstone. A 12 video series from school. And then, yeah, see? Cool. And that's kind of the idea page. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today and letting me work on this sketchbook because I have fun with it. This is kind of turning into the part that I look forward to doing during the day and stuff. So I think we are going to end it there. I will be back tomorrow since I took yesterday off, and it's probably going to be a later day tomorrow. But I think that'll be better because I think I'll be a little more focused and I won't have to keep running to make sure that nothing's popping up for me to go do. I've lost. Okay, found it again. Okay, so I will see you guys all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.